This is one of the feast days, I think, that should maybe scandalize us more than any. Because on this day we celebrate that our Lord gave one of the most critical and important responsibilities ever entrusted to a human being to one of the most untrustworthy human beings he could find. A tax collector. If you were to ask people of that time, find an untrustworthy person, Matthew would have been on the top of the list. And yet, it is precisely Matthew who he chooses today. This is important for those of us who are especially in positions of leadership and authority, or who have any responsibility in the church. How easy it is for us to ration our delegation of responsibility only to those who we deem to have measured up. And to think that God's grace is given according to our observation that someone needs to win or merit or have spent the right amount of time to prove that they are worthy of the responsibility that will be entrusted to them. But what does St. Paul say in the first reading? Grace is given to each of us according to the measure, not of how they performed, not of whether they paid their dues, but according to the measure of Christ's gift. And that gift is very generous. So, this is a challenging thing for me. I don't know how you feel about it, but it's very challenging because on the one hand, it would seem like just the absolute opposite of prudence to entrust important responsibilities to someone who hasn't earned them, the trust. And yet, how important it is. Think about how often in your own experience, your own life, when someone has given you a responsibility that you didn't earn and said, here, this is important, this is critical, this means everything, and I'm entrusting it to you. And you didn't feel worthy of that responsibility. And think about what that brought out of and elicited in you. I think that's where, when Jesus talks about, those who are well do not need the physician, but the sick do. How does he heal us? By giving us himself, by giving us the treasure of his presence and of his mission. That's how he heals us. And so we have to work on that. I think that's one of the reasons why our pews are not as full as they should be, is we keep on trying to make people earn this gift, this responsibility, this mission. It's not a mission that you earn. It's a gift that you're given. And we have to start just giving that responsibility and that mission to whoever will open their hands and receive it. That's the only way we're going to grow and have life and bring healing to the world.